welcome all to Mount Panorama of the EG Evolve GT3 ACC Championship. It's Jacques Eva here with my co-commentator Marco Button joining me in the commentary box again. How's it going tonight, Marco?
Hi, Jacques. Very good, thank you. 6th race out of 8 for this season 24. Season taking up some good shape, so very excited to see some good, nice racing tonight to follow up on our race from last week. So very excited for what's coming.
Yes, and what an interesting race coming here into the mountain tonight. One of the most trickiest tracks all the way down to Australia. Very long flight that we had to take all the way to come here. But yeah, where the racers are going to need to show some decent skills with the walls this close tonight, and also just managing that car through these tight corners through the mountain is going to be something else. So at the moment we've got Jonathan Chislett at the front here in pole provisional pole at the moment with a 2024. Marco, are you still with us?
Yes, Jacques, sorry, just check the sound there. Can't hear the cars.
Okay.
Maybe if you can just set the cars up a little bit louder, maybe 10-20%.
Can you hear them a little bit there, Marco, or nothing?
Nothing at the moment.
Let's do another check here quickly, Marco, with the sound onto the cars and your voice, please. Apologies all viewers, just every time we have a little bit of problems with our sound guy. Can you hear your own voice around, Marco? No, definitely, Marco. I think it's going to be interesting. Unfortunately, we're missing Ulrich Glen on track tonight. We enjoyed the battle between him and Ulrich de Jager last week, and we're definitely going to be missing out on that. But that is definitely, I think it's going to be a tough one. But with qualifying concluded already, look at who's at the top tonight, Marco. We've got Jonathan Chislett currently in pole with Verleitham in P2 and Ulrich de Jager in P3. So what a great qualifying from Verleitham and Chislett there. No, definitely, and for the championship battle with Ulrich de Jager currently in P3 with Verleitham and Chislett in front of him, if they can outsmart him tonight, then definitely going to be a little bit painful for his championship points then. But let's run through the order quickly. So P1 we've got Chislett, second we've got Verleitham, third we've got de Jager, fourth Thomas, fifth Caden Scott, Martin van Wyk in 6, 7th Negrini, 8th we've got Michael Berg, 9th we've got Sean Berg, 10th we've got Kriel, 11th we've got Heinz, 12th Steenkamp, 13th Swan, 14th we've got Van der Walt, 15 we've got Rudolf, 16 we've got Herbst, 17 Stolz, 18 Prim, 19th we've got Van der Heefer, 20th we've got Potgieter, 21st Mpakari, 22nd West, 23rd we've got Ferrara, 24th Hubert, and 25th we've got Donovan Lear, and 25th we're finaling out our grid here in the mountain tonight. And we've got some wind out on track today as well, with quite a nice and hot day, with the track temperature being 35 degrees Celsius. Definitely a warmer track than last week, so the guys are definitely going to be racing in a bit of a different situation. The tires are going to be overheating, especially with all these corners, medium to high speed and low speed corners that they're going to be facing. So they're full of challenges tonight. Definitely one of the most difficult corner turn ones on the calendar, I would say, Marco, with this. You've got a very, very narrow track and a very sharp left-hander. So, yeah, cars can get quite twitchy and close to there, and just one little nick with the grass and the barriers being so close, you can have a big balls up quite early in the race. Everybody in the chat, how does the sound between me and Marco and the cars? Just lekker. I think it's quite hard for Ulrich Quinner to be sitting, to not be on the track tonight. We also have Mr. Niels Trubel that couldn't make the race tonight. If I remember correctly, they were too late for the flight. Mr. Ulrich Quinner and Niels Trubel got stuck at the airport bar and they missed the flight. Okay.
Mic check.
Sê hy behoort reg te wees.
Okay, good. So we've got Mr. Flow Squared 4 on the chat. Who are you supporting, Mr. Flow Squared? And then Mr. Ulrich saying no power, so he missed the flight. Load shedding issue there in the airport.
No. Unfortunate day for Mr. Ulrich Quinner. Can all hear Mr. Marco now? We have to introduce you again tonight.
There you are. Okay, good. So Mr. Ulrich, you can just give Rhino Utility a ring there. They can sort you out with some backup power systems, solar or alternatives for the nights that power is an issue.
And if you ask me nicely, I can definitely give you guys a very good offer there. Okay, but let's get to the racing. This is not an advertising channel, Marco. We're here to check how these guys battle it out to get who gets on the podium. Battle it out through the mountains. The guys are weaving up and down to get a little bit of heat in those tires, but they must be careful for too much heat. Overheating is a bigger problem than cold tires, so let's hope the guys can get the balance
Yes.
and get it all good.
So we've all got Skinny World 22.4 that's supporting Racing Snails, and we've got Flow Squid 4 here for Oom van der Walt. And then there's Ulrich Kleinans here that's also supporting Oom van der Walt. And then Ulrich Koen is asking if you can sort him up with a wind pump there, Jacques.
Yes, definitely. We've got wind pump opties as well.
Good. And then Ulrich Kleinans is for 777 Ford Mustang. So Jacobus van der Walt has been doing well. From the first race he's developed quite well, had good results, and he's moved up the field to currently be in 5th place on the championship.
As they are coming down to the final corner now, Marco, going to focus here on Jonathan Cheslett. When is he going to be going around the corner here? Going to be waiting for that green light. We hope the flagman is a little bit quicker tonight. And they are waiting and they're waiting. The tensions are building. We need to speak to the flag line, Marco. And it's green and they're off.
Okay.
And Cheslett having quite a good start here, with Verlaitham having a good start, Ulrich de Jager as well. So far everything looks clean here through the first corner. Bit of light contact at the back, but they're all through.
All through clean at the back. Jumped in the helicopter to see. Looking good.
Cheslett still keeping P1. We've got a little battle here between Thomas and Scott. Scott taking the position there. Martin van Wyk putting his nose on the inside and also gained a position there. Caden Scott losing out there, but are Thomas and Martin van Wyk moving up. Phew, Ulrich de Jager had a little bit of a wide moment, kept it out of the wall. But while him and Verlaitham are scratching it out, Cheslett is definitely having a little bit of a free air getting away from them.
Donovan has moved up 6 positions from the start, so he's had a mega start.
What a great start. Oof, little touch of the wall. We've got a car at the back. Potgieter running a little bit wide, touching the wall there.
Racing Snails rookie.
Michael van der Berg. Michael Berg also here, taking a spot from the green. He just missed it there.
Oh, yellow flags. Happening at Sebastian Berg.
Oof, we've got more contact coming down the mountain. All just nice little rubs against the wall, Marco. Nothing major, no big crashes.
Well, the positioning still looks nice and stable. It's only Sean Berg that lost out the most. He's down 7 positions from where he started, just ahead of his brother Michael.
Had a chat a little bit earlier with Michael. He's definitely excited for this race. Said that the mountain might do the Bentley good, so we'll see how it goes tonight for him. Got Caden
still as they were when they started.
Caden Scott trying to take the inside of the Godzilla there, but the Godzilla just closed the door on him. Donovan moving up into P16. That means he jumped a lot of positions from the start already. He's on a mission, this guy, tonight. Alan R is definitely proud of this positions gained at the moment.
9 positions, as we are. See Ulrich de Jager is all over the back of that Mercedes of Verlaitham, coming up the mountain section. See down the main mountain straight, the back Conrad straight. You can make the position up going into the chase chicane.
Yeah, it's quite hard to follow as close as he is. I mean, with the dirty air and these tight corners and everything, with the wind turbulence between the walls, it's quite difficult to actually keep your car as close as possible, and you actually need that for the straight going down to the final sector there, because if you don't have the run on him, you actually not going to make...
I see Van der Walt at the moment, his car is facing the wrong way on the mountain.
Sean Rudolph also...
3-point turn, 5-point turn, waiting for the traffic, falling in back
Sure, there was a lot of contact there between Van der Walt with car 81, 88 and 19. Let's see if we can catch a quick replay of what happened there to Van der Walt. That's where he was facing to the back there. Oof, having a lot of damage on the front of that Mustang marker. See him coming down the mountain here now, trying to catch where his moment happened with the instant replay here.
Losing control down the mountain. He's taking it slow. Definitely have some damage on that front steering rack.
Also have Negrini with some damage here, also coming into pit lane.
Ulrich has taken P2 from Leviathan while we were looking at Jacobus's incident there.
Apologies for missing the overtake there. But I think it was down the main straight. Actually got the position taken on the inside line there. Martin van Wyk also getting the overtake done here on Thomas. Martin van Wyk also told us that he doesn't know if the Godzilla is going to be good through the mountain, but at the moment he's proving us a little bit wrong. But I think it's going to be here on the 40 or 30 minute mark. The tires are going to be start showing, and that's where the car's true potential will come out.
Yes, and Australia and the mountain specifically has been the origin of the Godzilla story. In 1989, when Nissan started with the R32, they introduced it into the racing in Australia first, and that's where the nickname Godzilla came from in 1989. And they've developed all the way to this R35 version that Mark is driving today. They broke the hold of the Ford in the Holden in the 90s. And,
oh, big accident, apologies Marco, big accident there from Donovan, yes. Sure, big accident there. See if we can catch it a little bit here. Sorry guys, we're gonna be testing a bit of our replay skills. Oof. Just caught the slide there. Fortunate contact there. So apologies for chipping in there in your story, Marco. You're more than welcome to continue.
Donovan's all the way back to P20 now with severe damage. He's going to lose positions on his way to the pit, hitting the wall as he's trying to recover. That bonnet on that Aston is completely open now. Won't have overheating issues.
We've got Ulrich de Jager chasing Jonathan Chislett at the moment here as well. Ulrich second a lap, almost quicker than Chislett at the moment. He caught up quick, got the gap to Leviathan there. Martin van Wyk 1.6 seconds behind Leviathan. He's definitely also, after he came past Thomas, he's starting to pull the gap. But we've got Michael Berg also in the picture, that is at the back of Thomas now, starting to gain on that position there.
I see Wayne Ferreira is also marching through the field, 11 positions up. He's fastest through the speed trap at the moment at 289. He's about 6 kilometers faster than the second fastest car through the speed trap. So we'll have to keep an eye on Wayne Ferreira as he moves his way up the field.
We've got a little battle here at the bottom as well for P13. We've got Rudolf, Prim and Berg, Sean Berg battling it out. All of them racing quite close. Oof, we've got a bit of a slide there from Prim, but he caught it in time.
Ulrich Corner says it's not a question of if you're going to hit the wall at the mountain, it's about when. And when you hit it to mitigate damage.
Everybody needs to own a piece of wall in Australia. I think it's part of the tradition.
Chris123 is also here in the chat saying that he has to watch a stream, he has to sit out the season, and he's asked if anyone's splattered yet. And yes, Chris, unfortunately we've had a couple cars splatting in the mountain so far. First was Jacobus van der Walt, and then Donovan also had a big splat on the mountain there. After making up a lot of positions, he fell back all the way down to P23 at the moment. in the pits repairing his damage.
Yeah, with the elevation changes and the curbs and the walls, it's quite intimidating for the drivers out there. One wrong move and it can cost you a lot of time in the pits. But yeah, if the guys can keep it together and you can bring a good lap through this mountain track, it's one of the most rewarding feelings of all tracks ever. Almost like a Monaco.
Definitely the finest line on the edge of danger through the downhill section in the mountain. And it's not about just having one good lap through the mountain. You have to do them consecutively for 80 minutes here. So okayish laps with no contact is better than one fast lap and one lap with contact. Beyond saying that GTR is beautiful, yes, Martin has done some exceptional effort on that livery of his, with the rising sun on the roof and Godzilla on the side. All the liveries in this session for us is always something to look forward to. The Tenacity and the Griffin Racing and the Racing Snells all got very nice liveries on their cars.
Just focusing on two battles, Ulrich de Jager and Martin van Wyk. They're currently the two closest battles out on track. Martin van Wyk trying to take away the podium spot there from Beleiden. But definitely we've seen in the past, as soon as that Mercedes rear tire starts to heat up, it really gets a difficult car to drive.
No, it will be a challenge for Beleiden this full race. That big engine in front of that rear wheel drive Mercedes to keep that rear tires in check. Currently
in the top 6 we've got 5 front engine cars and only one rear engine car, Morgan. Can you believe it? The front engine car showing some true skill here.
It's looking good. So Ulrich saying that there's no wall on this mountain doesn't have his name on it.
Ulrich de Jager coming close every lap, but he just can't get the run out of the two hairpins and everything just to get the run onto the straight.
Coming down the mountain now again. We'll see who gets out of Forrest's elbow the best for that run down the Conrad Straight. Already having some back markers in play here.
I think the back marker is helping Jonathan Chislett out here, but with a nice little slipstream that actually helps him defending here to Ulrich de Jager.
It seems like Aston's got mega grip out of the final corner before the Conrad Straight. It just pulls away from the BMW just too much for Ulrich to catch up. Ulrich will have to see how he can massage that last corner through Forrest's elbow to get closer, to make a pass.
We currently have Ferrara here up into taking P9 now. As we jumped in, he takes P9 from Herbst there. Mr. Ferrara also doing some mega lap times. So currently the fastest car out on track again with a 2019.
That's exceptional pace through this track. So you must have went with almost the green and made good space there for Jonathan and Ulrich to get past, so the race is clean looking forward.
So Sean Rudolph also coming close to Prim now, having a hard time to get past Prim, has been struggling for a few laps now. Hopefully he can get that move sorted, but he's definitely got some damage on the front of that Mustang of his. Ferrara dropping into the pits now.
See Tina's Wood on a chat saying he just checked, he did 1,700 laps on Bathurst so far.
Sure.
Tinas, I hope you join us on the next season. We'll definitely try and throw in Bathurst again just for you, so you can get 1,700.
We've got a spinner on. We've got got a car facing the wrong way there. Mr. West, oof, having a bit of a disaster coming down the mountain here from one wall to the next. There we've got another car spun. That was one of the Panda City cars that was facing the wrong way there. That's Mr. Thomas with some heavy damage on the front of that McLaren of his. See if we can get a instant replay quickly. Apologies, we'll be testing out a bit of our new technology, our instant replay system here. Just want to see what happened if he lost it all by himself there. Okay, still need to figure this thing out a little bit. Martin van Wyk onto the back of Valitham now. And he's got Negrini now in between them. By the looks of it, all the gaps are forming quite nicely. I think everybody's settling into their rhythm now. As only we've got Sean Rudolph, Martin van Wyk and Ulrich de Jager still pushing on hard, trying to gain that extra position before they settle into their race rhythm.
Now 80 minutes around the mountain here in Bathurst. It's definitely draining on your focus. So it's going to be a long 80 minutes. This is much longer than 80 minutes on Barcelona.
Almost like an 80-minute intense gym session, if you would ask me. All three drivers are trying to catch the guy ahead, but they're having some hard time just to get that extra speed and overtaking opportunities.
The traction out of the forest elbow, very important for your speed down the Conrad Straight.
Yeah, and that Mercedes of Valitham is just showing a little bit of extra pace there to that GTR. Sean
Seems
Rudolph
like
is also
catching the Mercedes in the corners, losing it on the straight.
Exactly happening the same here to Sean Rudolph with the McLaren ahead of him. As soon as the McLaren comes onto the straight, it starts to pull away again. I do see we have a few more extra camera angles that we're going to be able to play with here tonight, Marco. Changing our software a little bit there just to get a few more things like the instant replays and a few more camera tools, so it's going to be quite interesting. Hopefully next season we can be professionals and not the rookie commentators.
We've gone into the season with the intent to learn so that we can apply in next year's seasons. So I think we've learned a lot immensely. There's still some room for improvement. So, but the tools at the moment that's available on ACC is definitely up there. It's definitely very user friendly, and it makes it much easier to keep a tab on the race.
Also, Mr. Haynes there with a spin in the mountain. Bit of damage on the front of that BMW now. Also losing out to a few positions now. You've got Prima and Rudolph closing down real quick. It's not much he's going to be able to do. Almost a little bit of contact between him and Rudolph there, but he came past, yeah. Yeah, no, I think we started this as rookies, and we will definitely like to hear what everybody in the stream wants to see extra. Anything we can do to improve, we can definitely improve. I think it's a big learning curve that it's been for us, but it's been a lot of fun and we're really enjoying it, so I don't see why we can't get any better at this. Oof, Ulrich having a little bit of a drift there. I think he's racing supercars instead of GT3 cars, yeah.
Now we've got two horse races here in the top 4. Martin chasing down that Mercedes of Latham, and Ulrich still sitting behind the Aston of Jonathan Chislett.
And Latham and Van Wyk actually catching them at the front now.
Jacques Ulrich Koene says we're doing okay. Keep up.
Okay is better than not okay. Yeah, we've got the Racing Snail rookie, Mr. Potgieter, also closing in here on Thomas now. See if he can get the overtake done here, but both of them running with light damage. A little bit of contact with the wall, both of them, so a battle of the scratches here at the back for these two guys.
And Francois Inch just ducking to the pits to repair that Racing Snail's BMW of his.
Mr. Jacobus van der Walt having a bit of a tough race tonight with that contact at the start. Still hasn't dove into the pit lane to get the damage repaired there. Has a lot of damage on the front of that Mustang, and that's definitely costing him some lap time. I mean, with the aerodynamic, the splitters that's damaged, you are definitely going to be losing front end grip, you're going to be losing downforce, you're going to be losing everything. It's going to be causing dirty air on the straights, he'll be slow on the straights. So not one of his best races tonight, unfortunate for him there.
He still has 60 minutes to recover. He's already completed one of his mandatory stops. We have quite a couple of drivers that's already completed one, and we have 2 drivers that's completed both of their mandatory stops. So still a lot of shake-up in the standings as it is coming.
It's not over until it's over, Marco.
I know.
I feel Martin van Wyk is starting to get a little bit of anxiousness to get past. We also saw Ulrich de Jager starting to get anxious to get past. Just let first had a mega drift and then off track. So definitely the guys are trying to push to get that extra little bit. I think we've got Marco here side by side now with Latham. Is he going to try to go? Oof!
Yes, he made
just
it.
Got the position.
If he keeps it, drifted out a bit wide.
Latham fighting
Latham's
back
got the
now.
inside again. I was like, Martin's got that position for the moment.
What overtake that's been building and coming for some time now.
Yeah, he couldn't even make it done on the straight. He had to go through the corners to complete that move. Just shows you the competitiveness of these two cars. They're quite close. Let's see if Martin, now in that he's in clean air, if he can make up a gap and then put his head down and chase Ulrich de Jager.
Yeah, Ulrich de Jager still sitting behind, just that, yeah, definitely going to be feeling a little bit of frustration in that BMW.
Should be 5 or 8 laps time. We should have Godzilla on the back of that BM of Ulrich's. Ulrich Koene saying that he's given away his second spot in the championship by not racing tonight. There's still 2 races to make it up after this one. Anything can happen to anyone at any time.
Yeah, and I think I wonder if the GT3 season, if they've got a drop round. I'm not 100% sure. It's something I need to check on.
Sylvain Breitenbach asking where's his Koopster. So Breitenbach and Koopster had a big moment in the mountain. Had his car facing the wrong way. Quite a strenuous couple of seconds. And he's dropped down all the way to P25. He had some severe damage. He had to pit. He's already been in the pit 3 times now. And he's completed all his mandatory stops, and I see his Mustang is mint condition now.
Yeah, definitely having a very, very good pit crew there.
So that Mustang is as new, and he'll keep his head down now all the way to the end, I believe.
Martin van Wyk starting to pull a little bit of a gap. Latham is just about going to fall out of the 1 second range there, having a little bit of a drift coming up the corner there. Mr. Steenkamp also on the back of Potgieter now. But I've acquired 2 races from Steenkamp, silently coming in here at the back, making some moves in the middle at the end of the race.
So Jacobus van der Walt is 3 laps down from the leaders at the moment. So he's got his work cut out for him for the rest of the race. He's got 55 minutes to work his way back as best as possible. So Ulrich has made the pass on just now.
Coming down the back straight, he got the run on him out of that corner coming onto the straight. Got the position taken away from Chestnut now. And now he's going to try to push that BMW a little bit harder just to get the gap. Oof! Almost Chestnut onto the back here of Ulrich de Jager. Just missing the braking marker a little bit there. Chestnut had to go off track here.
He hasn't pulled too much damage when he hit that wall. Doesn't look too bad from the external view.
Probably a titanium made Aston Martin that.
Well, he'll have a Godzilla up his rear very soon.
I think it should be made out of titanium Aston Martin, because they've got a driver named Stroll, so I think they learned a lot.
Well, I see there's a Yuki Tsunoda looking for a spot for next year. Maybe Aston can accommodate him.
Latham definitely trying to fight back here with Van Wyk, not giving him some air to breathe in at the moment.
I think that's a good strategy from Latham. He lost that position, but he's keeping close to Martin now, keeping up with the pace. Top 4 running very close to each other. Still anyone's race at this point in time.
Yeah, and I think Latham just tried to get get behind Van Wyk a little bit, start putting the pressure on Van Wyk and getting the pressure off himself. I mean, you already have a lot of pressure coming through the mountain, and then if you've got a car chasing you down, your chances of making a mistake is even bigger. There we see, just as we said, Van Wyk hitting the wall a little bit there, Latham gaining the position back again. Hopefully the Godzilla doesn't have a broken leg or something at the moment.
He's got a damaged tail there. Got some damage on the rear and also on the front. Yeah, definitely not a position you want to be in. You don't want to be down the mountain with someone up your rear that close. There's enough stress already. Having the stress of another car being large in your mirrors, it's not what you want.
Diving into pit lane, definitely some damage on Godzilla there. Hopefully they can grab a few bandages and stilts and just get him back out on track there.
Let's see how much time he loses in the pit. Wayne Ferreira just made up a position on Donnie Steenkamp as well. Martin's just taking a breather. Hope his pit crew's got a brandy and coke on hand, so you get that nerves calm.
I think they're going to need more than a brandy and coke, because I don't think it's the nerve they're going to be worried about this. I think it's going to be a bit of both the anger and the nerves. And
a clean set of racing suit.
Yeah, definitely a clean set of underwear, maybe there for Van Wyk.
So Godzilla is sorted out. It's on his way out. It's just gonna fall out of the top 10. But Bakary going past him. Just behind him. Okay, so it's Martin's just fallen in just behind Sean Bart. 9th position.
We've got Ulrich de Jager now coming past Van der Walt there. Not going to be fun to see the leader and the car in 2nd position come past. Unfortunate for him tonight. Definitely feeling gutted for him on our side after a very good season so far. That the mountain had to come here and actually.
Another car yellow in the mountain. Rick Thomas.
Second time
Was that
tonight
McLaren?
that he's lost it inside the mountain.
That was on the uphill section going to the mountain.
I wonder
Very
whoever...
difficult practice to get your mindset back in ease once you started hitting walls. It's not easy to stay clear from them once you know how to hit them.
No, I think the first time you come through a corner, though, you do a lot of practice. You hit the corner the same, you bring in the same entry speed, and just that one time the car slides and you hit the wall, you lost all your confidence that you built up for that corner, because you're going to have it in the back of your head, is the car going to slide again? Are we going to have troubles? So once you hit the wall, you're always going to remember where you hit it, and you're going to lose that little bit of extra confidence coming into that corner. And I think that's what the drivers need to try and overcome inside the heads. If you got the slide there, it's not to say that it's gonna happen again.
That's going back to the drawing board every time you hit the wall, then picking up pace slowly but surely, lap after lap again, to get back to pace. Until you're so confident that you hit the wall again.
Yeah, until you're confident again. We've got Hubert and Potgieter fighting it out here at the back still for P14 and P13. The BMW definitely can go a lot later on the brakes than that Ferrari. Lucas Hubert is definitely going to try to go for a move as quick as possible to get past the Racing Snails rookie here. Hopefully
nice
we can see
on
him.
that BMW. These metallic maroon colors.
Definitely. A very unique color.
And Rian Potgieter still driving his all white rookie Racing Snails Ferrari.
Hope we can see him in the yellow one next season.
All depends on what he does tonight.
I would say you can give him his colors if he can survive it to the end through the mountain.
If you can tame the mountain, you can get your colors.
Feel that would be a fair test for him.
He's currently running in 4th position in the silver class, so he'll be fighting to see if he can get the podium. He's got Wayne Ferreira ahead of him, which we know from previous races is parked up not to upset any race results. So maybe he's got the podium on the back of Ferreira's forfeit.
Oh well, we've got two of the Racing Snail cars currently, Michael Berg in P4 and Jacques Kriel in P5, and they're having a lonely race. They've got a big gap ahead and a big gap behind, but that's no issue for them at the moment because there's no pressure. They can just focus on their own race, let the guys ahead push and the guys behind push. They can make the mistakes and they just keep on gaining the positions without any hard work there.
Definitely a more favourable position, having space coming down the mountain for Michael Berg, lap after lap. Keep his consistent space, and at the end of the race he'll be ahead.
Usually we do a vote for the driver that got the most positions gained in the race for driver of the day, or the guy that raced the goodest and the best for us, but I think tonight the guy with the least scratches on his car is going to be driver of the day.
Michael's Bentley still looking in mint condition. He hasn't ducked into the pit yet.
I think that is a titanium one. We can't include him in this one tonight. For Lytham, they went for the camo color, so it's going to quite be hard to see any scratches on that car. Donovan having a few scratches on that Alan R. Aston of his.
Sean Rudolph doing very well. He's up 9 positions from where he started, and he's got some nice clean air behind Jacques Kriel at the moment. So he's just focusing on keeping his pace, getting very close to the walls, getting the maximum out of each lap.
I definitely also spoke to him earlier in the week, and he said, yeah, we're not looking out to this race, not one of his best, but at the moment he's showing us that he's actually in here for a fight still, even though it's not one of his most favorable tracks. He's definitely bringing everything he still can.
Very few racers, awesome racers out there looking forward to 80 minutes through the mountain.
Earlier this year we competed in the 12-hour Bathurst race around here on the iRacing platform, Marco. I think one of the most 12 hours of my life that I'll like to forget.
I'm sure, Jock. Why'd you sign up for that one?
I
That's
don't
some
know.
voluntary manslaughter against yourself.
I think we were overconfident going into it, and yeah, I think when we came out of it, we all decided that next year we might not buy the Australian ticket to go and race there again.
I think your passport will be full after this season of commentating in any case.
I mean, the jet lag has just been crazy, Marco. We've been flying all over the place. Just running a little bit down here with all the gaps, just giving all the drivers out on track a little bit of screen time here. Focusing on Steenkamp now. So showcase all these talentful drivers with all their nice liveries, all their teams, all their dedication, all their work and all their good racing around Bathurst tonight, yeah.
The guys will put in the seat time this week to get accustomed to the fast-paced short run-off area tracks like Bathurst. This is not a track that you can arrive and drive. You can try it on some others, but you can't try it here.
Oh, well, if you're gonna arrive, you're just gonna die. Not arrive and drive, it's gonna arrive and die. Same. It just looks good with the cars coming through the mountain, yeah. Just keeping it tight to the walls, running nice and low. Some good views. Definitely need to do some photo shoots of these races as well, Marco. Definitely going to be a few nice photos here.
Nice and sunny afternoon in Bathurst.
The Leon Swan down in P20, not having the best race here tonight as well. A little bit higher up last week. Oof, we've got a car off track here. That was E-Prim that lost it there. Let's see if I can get this replay. Let's have a look here if we can catch that spin of his.
Still trying to get back on track. Oh, losing it again. Oh, no. Through the
Unfortunate for him. I think the tires are just too hot at the moment. Yeah.
And dirty tires. Oh, yeah, now he's reversing it down the mountain. Says it's too easy to go front end first. It's going rear end first.
Yeah, that's the problem. If you lose it and your car's wide, standing in the middle of the road, there's not enough space to make a U-turn.
Michael made the best of avoiding contact there, at least. He's through safely. Sean's through now, and now Alvin Prin can see if he can keep it on track. Facing the right way.
Van Wyk also coming down to him. Always Van Wyk passed already. No, Martin van Wyk ringing the neck of Godzilla at the moment. A lot of bounce at the back of that car. So definitely pushing quite hard.
He's got quite a bit of time to make up.
Oh, well, he's faster than about 1.4, 1.6 seconds faster on the last lap there than Wellitham in P3.
He spent 28 seconds stationary repairing his damage.
So he needs to be 1.36 seconds a lap quicker to catch back all the time he has lost due to the damage there.
No, for sure. But Wayne Ferreira with the fastest lap of a 2:01.9 on track. I'm sure we'll see Wayne in the Pro or Pro-Am division next season.
I think we're going to have a few drivers that's going to be moving up to the Pro-Am division. I think some of these drivers can definitely go and improve their speed there a little bit.
Ulrich said earlier in the week, it's nicer to compete here in the amateur class than to be at the back of the pros.
running a bit of a licam here, trying to get top views here of the cars and some of the spectators and our virtual spectators here out on Bathurst.
We've got two cars parked up in the pit lane. So Suzuka and Donovan, they felt they had enough of the mountain.
Funny enough that we don't see that they had a bit of a retirement. They had to retire the cars there.
See, Mr. Irwin is also having a tough time getting his Aston back to the pit lane. Got some severe damage. Ducking into the pit now. So at the rear of the field. Ulrich was ducking into the pit.
Just running a bit of an onboard camera here, Marco. The sound might be a little bit deafened now.
Okay.
Just to get the viewers this pure sound of those cars coming down the mountain. And then we're back to a TV view.
Well, we've got Latham and Ulrich the Jager into the pit lane. Let's see where they come out in respect to Martin. Martin coming around the final corner now on the main straight. Seems he's gonna go past Ulrich and Latham.
Depends on, did
Past
Martin
Latham.
only repair the damage, or did he take a short pit stop with it as well?
He's just past Ulrich as Ulrich exits, but so Martin running in net P1 at the moment.
Still needing to make one pit stop.
Yeah, Ulrich as well.
So not a bad recovery drive there. That 1.6 seconds a lap quicker definitely helped him out.
Yeah, the clean air and no pressure down the mountain helped Martin out there quite a bit.
The heritage of the Godzilla came alive when he came through the pit lane there. Getting
Pulling
the
a nice
support
gap
there.
on Ulrich, so Ulrich will have his target set on the back of that Nissan.
Also not seeing Mr. Randall out of track tonight, missing him on track.
He's also one of the absent drivers tonight, maybe having issues at passport control here in Australia.
Definitely a very hard country to actually get into, especially if you're South African and you lost in the rugby championship.
The country always happy to get out of.
Definitely, I think they took it a little bit personal, but we love to come and race here, so they need to be a little bit more generous with our guys.
No, for sure. I see Ulrich is keeping that gap on a second on Martin at the moment. Martin's just making the gap a little bit bigger on the straights, losing them a bit on the corners.
Mr. Ulrich de Jager also spoke to us earlier in the week and asked for the instant replays. Just wanna, if he goes and has a look at the stream, he's busy working on it. Our cameraman is not the most technical person at the moment, but he will get there.
Yeah, let's give him an instant replay on his exit of the pit there when Martin came past.
Maybe we can, yeah, that one I'll get right. Sean Riddle's still doing some nice laps there, even though he hasn't pitted yet.
Martin just getting stuck behind
Prim at the moment.
Ruin. Prim.
Yeah, I think it's Prim.
Yes.
Yeah. Starting to know the guys by the liveries.
Now we'll know them all by the 8th race.
Then it's almost too late, Marco.
I hope they come back next year.
Well, definitely we'll see most of these guys back on track, because if the racing bug has bitten you, then it's bitten you good. I mean, if you take how much time and effort goes into sim racing, how much money and everything you put into it just to have fun and enjoy it. It's quite amazing.
Prim's now adhering to the blue flag, giving Martin space down the Conrad Straight.
Martin just kicking a bit of dust there.
Gap to Ulrich shrunk to half a second with that battle with Prim.
Just going into the pit. Michael Berg also jumping into pit lane now.
We've got a silver class driver currently leading the race. Jacques Kriel, and he's racing Snell's Ferrari.
While he showed us he does have some real decent pace. If you give him the air, give him the space, he can definitely give you some decent laps and times. Currently not the fastest guy out on track, but just keeping it clean and consistent, putting in some consistent laps there. Just coming out of pit lane now, ahead of Van Wyk and De Jager at the moment. Probably took a little bit of a shorter pit stop than those two. So 5 seconds ahead of Martin still.
Just did do a 33-second stop. De Jager spent 41 seconds stationary. So that's where 8 seconds went away for De Jager. Definitely had that damage to repair when he made contact with the wall, Ulrich. That's what gave Martin position. So P1 net at the moment is Jonathan, then Martin, then Ulrich. Very close to the back of Martin.
Great recovery from Van Wyk there. Very good comeback from him there.
He's done well once he put it. At least he put it very quickly after his damage. It was at the final corner after the mountain section, so didn't have to drive too far with the damage on his Nissan.
Apologies, Marco just had a quick message here on my side. I'm back again.
Another order for solar installation job.
Almost. Jacques Kriel going into pit lane now. Enjoyed the P1 there for a little while. Just coming past. Van Wyk's gonna come past. De Jager's gonna come past. Ferrara is ahead of Latham.
I mentioned how good that gold rims looks on Wayne Ferrara's Lexus.
We're not speaking about any gold rims again tonight. Only where a place a gold rim looks good is on the blue rally spot. Okay. That's the only place you can install some gold rims on. Unless you stay in somewhere in the USA and you feel that you want to wear gold teeth and all that, maybe but unless no. I don't see any of our real burkies coming out with Hilux buckle with any gold rims on it, so it was quite a little bit weird.
It will be quite a statement.
Yeah, it will definitely be a statement.
Some gold rims.
But I think it will be quite funny for some people as well. They'll definitely think your millies or something is doing very, very well. Baie goeie
GMO en ons. GMO maize set you on the gold rim standard. We've got Timothy Foljunia in the chat saying low-key want to join. Well, Timothy, make that move next year. You won't regret it, we can assure you.
We'll let Marco post the RaceFace Discord link there in the YouTube channel for you guys as well. For everybody that's joining in that's not on the RaceFace Discord server at the moment. You can get that just from the Discord one there and copy and paste it there for us, Marco.
Let me do that homework.
We get more guys out on track enjoying it. Come and challenge the walls, challenge the drivers, challenge yourself. Get yourself a very good sim rig there.
There's the Discord link pasted there for Timothy Falloon. And yes, it is on PC, Timothy. There is a console league as well, hosted by Logistical Nightmare Racing, which you can also try and join if you're on console. If you're on PC, there's no other way to go than this RaceFace Championship, brought to you by EG Evolved.
Van Wyk went into the pits now. I think he's getting his pit stops done and dusted. Car running backwards. Forgot to pull up the handbrake there. Couldn't get it into gear.
Of Michael. Him and Michael both completed the 2 mandatory stops. They're getting out on track with height at the same time.
Very
so
good
Bentley
drive.
will be chasing that Datsun right now.
Definitely very good drive there from Michael Berg. Just showed you he had clean air, just did his own race, and now he's onto the back of Van Wyk.
I wonder how much time that rollback in the pit lane would cost Martin when Ulrich makes his final stop.
He can be very lucky it wasn't his driving license test, otherwise he might have failed just there. Track temperature definitely came down a little bit now, the air temperature as well. Nice and sunny still, no clouds forming, no rain expected, wind has calmed down. Everybody's just finding their groove at the moment. A lot of big gaps around on track. Michael Berg and Martin van Wyk, one of our closest with Stolz and Steenkamp, but Steenkamp I think went into the pits there.
Timothy, just for clarity, we've got 2 servers running on RaceFace for ACC PC. We've got the Pro and Pro-Am division. It's running on the same time on a Thursday night. The other stream is just unfortunately not up tonight. Gold and Silver is this stream here, which is one lobby for Gold class and Silver class amateurs.
And then on Wednesday nights we also run a little bit of LMU racing, and Tuesday nights we run iRacing. Then we also have some ACC endurance races coming next week. That's also going to be quite interesting. 6 hours of Watkins Glen.
Now we've got Watkins Glen on next week's race as well for this GT3 Championship. And then the final race at Kyalami. I hope the rain clears in Johannesburg by the time we hit Kyalami.
I see the people there are swimming at the moment. Everybody went in and swapped in their GTI goals for a jet ski or motorboat.
That's for sure. We haven't seen the sun in November much, and December hasn't started off very well. We've had some extreme hailstorms here at the start of December. Let's hope in 2 weeks' time when we hit Kyalami, the rain has cleared up for the season.
One of our SPR drivers, team members as well, he did some real life racing at Kyalami. I think in his Lotus also had a bit of wet conditions and dry conditions with mixed conditions. Oof, Martin just nicking the wall a little bit there. No space at all.
Yo,
no, again.
He's pushing that Godzilla now, trying to pull a gap on Michael.
Michael Berg's just keeping that Bentley in the slip, and he's just staying there and just checking all the sparks fly.
Better to put the pressure than receive it.
Definitely. You can see the pressure building up on Martin as he exits that corner there. Trying to jump on the power a little bit quicker there, but just getting the wheel spin and actually losing time instead of gaining. Sean Berg at the back of his rookie teammate now. I wonder if there's going to be team orders coming through here, unless the rookie tries to prove a point here.
He'll be pushing to get his colors.
He also needs to stay in the good books.
See, Ulrich is closing the gap down on Jonathan quite miraculously at the moment. brought it down from 6.5 seconds to 4.4 in the last 2 laps. Maybe that Aston Martin with Jonathan's tyres has seen its best. He should be ducking into the pit soon as well.
Yeah, but this season, Ulrich de Jager has definitely been one of our standout drivers. Him and Ulrich Glen, I mean, unfortunate for Ulrich Glen, but definitely the two U's have been pushing and giving us some awesome action the whole season so far. These guys never leave any inch on track. They use all of it. They just give us amazing views and amazing overtakes and some very good racing.
Timothy, if you want to join a specific team and join their colors, get your livery, reach out on the Discord there, and maybe you can get placed at a nice team, so you can get some help with your setups and some team practices before the races. It's always good to be part of a team. We see some good teamwork on some of the races so far, and Ulrich has been Mr. Consistent, and if it wasn't for the 1 or 2 incidents he had with blue flags, he would have definitely been positioned higher up on the standings. He's already got a 30 point lead in the championship, but he could have been far away.
But that's the whole fun of motorcar racing. One bad race can change everything, especially for the drivers in P3 or P2. They are actually sometimes hoping for a little bit of a gap, and when a gap forms, it can change up spice up the pot quite quick.
I'm a big fan of these shorter, compacted series, only 8 races. It's done in rapid concession within 8 weeks. It's done and dusted, and then you can reset and restart the next season.
We also run a 6-race championship on the iRacing site, but that's over a course of 12 weeks. Every second week we've got a race, and then every off week we've got an interesting race, either LMP cars, Indy cars, depending on what we're going to be doing next season. We've done an MX5 Cup. So RaceFace is full of packed of action. The LMU side also going very good. Multi-class racing at the moment. They've got GTP racing, LMP2s and GT3s all at the same time on track.
Jonathan just enjoying the front of the pack at the moment, working his way through the back markers quite efficiently. I think they're at the right spots on track.
Mr. Steenkamp getting some extra pace here. Oof, we've got a bit of a spin there from Herbs, kept that out of the wall but lost the position to Steenkamp there. Once again the pressure is starting to fade in. I mean, this is probably one of the quickest races so far, Mark. We've got 22 minutes left of this race. It felt like the guys just left the start lane a little while ago.
Yeah, no, it's been action-packed. That first couple laps through the mountain, we were behind on commentary with all the incidents we had there. Got Donnie in 9th position, already following the race leader.
Ferrara still fastest guy out on track. The last lap with a 2:03.4, fastest lap of the race of a 2:01.9 still. Sean Little comfortably sitting in P6 at the moment. Has he done both his stops already, Marco?
No, he's still got one stop to do.
One stop to go. Martin van Wyk finished all these pit stops, so all the guys ahead of him still need to make a pit stop. Mr. Verlaitham, Kriel. We've got Ulrich de Jager that had a mega spin here, going straight into the pit lane now.
Oh, massive contact on the mountain here with Stolz, Steenkamp, Herbst, and Bakkery.
Oh, we got a big pile up. That was not good at all, Marco. Unfortunate there for Ulrich de Jager. Exactly what we would be speaking about at the start of this race. Something happens there, you've got a big problem. No space to get around the cars.
We were just focusing on Donnie a couple minutes ago, and he's made a massive prang coming down into the mountain section, and that Mustang of his got severe damage in the front, losing all the positions down the Conrad straight.
There we've got our championship leader currently sitting in the pit lane with a lot of damage. Let's hope they can get that car sorted out and get it back out on track. Unless it's not going to be possible. Currently sitting in the pits is still.
That's the West Erwin facing the wrong way, also on the mountain downhill section. Waiting for the time to turn that car around with no traffic oncoming. Track not wide enough to make a U-turn. It's a 3-point turn for him. Going back to the K53 style of 5-point turn.
Yeah, more like a 7-point turn there, Marco. Unfortunately,
and he took a piece of the wall with him.
So difficult for these guys coming through the mountain. I mean, you don't have the space. You don't have any space, and like we saw there with Donnie Steenkamp, Ulrich de Jager and everybody, as soon as one car loses it ahead of you and there's a bunch of cars on it, where do you go? Can't drive, do what do you call it, a wall grind or something, a wall ride. Unfortunately, that can't happen. No, that can't happen. Unfortunately. We can't say anything about GT7. Unfortunately, that's where SPR met all of our drivers. That's where we all started. Racing around GT7 tracks.
Yeah.
Just that going to be
massive
happy.
learning curve to ACC.
I could never get the hang of ACC, Marco. Unfortunately, that's why I decided to come and do the commentating rather than the racing.
You already spent your full year's savings on iRacing, so you have to use it.
No more money left to buy the extra packs for ACC or LMU. Very
I think the big challenge
there.
is the cost of the servers on iRacing. Will be a tremendous cost to do a full week practice server plus race on that platform. It's just out of reach at the moment with the dollar sitting at 17 Rand.
Yeah, we're sitting at one practice session of 3 hours is $1. So that's only for 3 hours, and then you've got to, if you do a hour practice session with a qualifying and a race, it's also about, let's say about 80 cents dollar. But yeah, do that every night, every day, it can add up quite quickly.
No, for sure. It's a pity ACC is being phased out. This is an exceptional platform for me. I've enjoyed it tremendously. Saw the new updates on AC Evo, some new cars and tracks. Looking pretty good for the future.
Yeah, I saw they raced some F1 cars as well on AC Evo around Noordschleife, and that looked quite interesting. I mean, anytime you can put a F1 car on Noordschleife can be fun. Unfortunately, I'm still gutted here for Ulrich de Jager having the bad luck tonight again. And usually last week he also had bad luck, but he had more than enough time to fight it back. But with 17 minutes left, I'm not sure he's going to be able to gain that much position like he did last week.
No, it's going to be 8 or 9 laps from here to the end. Only Sean Rudolph that still needs to complete the stop in the top 10.
Just let Kriel, Verleithen all finished all their pit stops.
Ulrich pulling into the pit again.
Not happy with that BMW. Definitely not happy.
Yeah, the very good qualifying. Was driving very well for the first 2/3 of the race. Lost it here in the final 20 minutes.
Unless there's a bit more damage on that BMW than they thought. I'm gonna try to save the engine and parts maybe for the next race. Just gonna keep it calm and cool now. So we've got just let it P1, Jacques Kriel currently in P2 and Verleithen in P3. The triple J.
Kriel driving mega race.
We've got a triple J in the top 3.
Yeah, Jay Chislett, Jay Kriel and Jay Verleithen.
Not bad, not bad. So this is definitely a J track. Mr. Sean Rudolph in P4 still needs to make a stop. Well, there, one of the Pirelli boards. We've got Mr. Scott that killed one of the Pirelli boards there. Definitely going to need to go up to the steward's room to go and explain who's going to be buying Pirelli a new board there.
If you can keep your cars being straight and not look like a J through the mountain, you'll have an excellent race here. And that seems to be the case for Jacques Kriel. He's had a phenomenal race as a silver class driver, currently running a net P2.
Close call
Still
there
have
for
one
Van
stop to
Wyk
go.
there. So you say just that Jacques Kriel and Valiatham has already did their second pit stop?
No. Just let Kriel still has to stop. Valiatham has done his.
And
So
just let
Valiatham's
as well.
in the net P1, depending on the gap
yes.
when he comes out of the pit.
So
There's a
just let and
43-second
Kriel.
gap between Kriel and Chisler. There's a 43-second gap. Need about a minute in the pit. So let's see what Valiatham does. If he's got a clean pit stop, he's going to come out close. Which Chisler has a clean pit stop, he's going to come out close in front of Valiatham.
That's why we should always cooperate our new programs before we do the broadcasting marker. I just saw there's a right and a left button as well to see the pit stops. Apologies all. Apologies all. Definitely on the slower
in
side.
January, Jock.
Definitely on the slower side tonight.
That's good.
Luckily I'm not out on track, otherwise I would have been, I think, net P30 tonight.
30 out of 26.
Exactly. So yeah, we've got Cheslet and Kriel that still needs to make a stop. So that, and Ferrara also did 2 stops depending on what his decision is tonight. Usually taking it to the last lap and giving the guys the position as he came in late. So not messing with the championship points. What a very good sportsman he is at the moment there for that. But that also brings Van Wyk up probably into P3 or P2. We'll see how close he can get to these guys when they make their second stop. There we've got Jacques Kriel jumping into pit lane now. Let's see how it compares with Martin van Wyk. Martin van Wyk is coming down through the last corner now, going to take the position away there from Jacques Kriel. So that's another position gain for him.
See Sean Rudolph also still needs to pit.
Sean Rudolph currently 12 positions up. Wayne Ferrara 19 positions up again.
Sean chasing Valiatham at the moment on track. He's closing that gap quite efficiently.
Just focusing on the battle now. Valiatham's still looking like he's starting to struggle with the rear tires on that Mercedes. Definitely not carrying the same speed that Sean Rudolph coming into the corners. So a little bit of confidence that he does not have in the grip at the moment.
Being humble down the mountain works in your favor.
No, definitely you can say that again.
Seems to be braking just a bit earlier than Sean.
Maybe he needs to do a bit of fuel saving as well. You never know if they put enough fuel in that Mercedes. So there's a lot of fuel saving sometimes that needs to happen again as well. Got a bit the rookie there with the
lights. Rian.
Yeah, sure. Diving in front of Sean Rudolph. What a bit of a jiggly there. Got it
Bit
back
of a
on
rookie
track.
blue flag moment there.
Concentration levels with the hour and how long have we been on track? 70 minutes
Hour
already.
and 10 minutes. Yeah.
Hour and 10 minutes already. The concentration levels through the mountain is definitely starting to take its toll. Because you need to check the wall, you need to check the steering wheel, and check the road, check the mirror, check the guy behind you, check the guy next to you, check the wall again. You don't know where to look after the little while.
Jonathan's coming down the mountain already into Forest Elbow now. And there's a car facing the wrong way. It's Sean Berg.
Unfortunate for Sean Berg there.
And we've got Alvin Prim also yellow flag again. Well, he kept it on track. Just in the final corner before the aces. Lost it a bit there.
Or if they are out at P15 at the moment, but definitely going to be bringing it home. One driver that definitely said if he sees green, he sees checker, not going to be retiring their car, bringing it home.
So Sean has got that gap down to 0.3 on Goliatham, but he will be ducking into it quite soon. Just keeping an eye out for Jonathan Chisholm, still staying out, keeping that last stop to the final moments of the race, enjoying the clean air that he's got at the moment. He's coming up on the back of Jacobus van der Walt, which is running in P19 after a horrendous start to the race.
Oh well, now we've got Wayne Ferrara at the back here as well. Now Sean Rudolph going to be taking away the position here from Sean Rudolph, with that Lexus having a lot of overspeed of that Mustang.
Ulrich Koene saying here in the chat they had a team discussion there with Goliatham, telling him not to race the Mustang, as the Mustang still has another pit stop to do. So I think Goliatham just keeping it calm, keeping that position.
Always good if you've got a few teammates with you out on track, especially one having a look at the stream as well. Get your feedback to your driver, just to help him out as well. So always good if you've got more than one driver out on track, and as well we've got one in the virtual grandstand tonight helping out from that side as well.
No, but wall can definitely help in conditions like tonight.
Martin van Wyk still pushing on here and trying to get the gaps closed up. Currently 4.7 behind Sean Rudolph. Not sure if he's going to be able to take away the position from Cheslet there. Goliatham might be in the position that's real close to Cheslet, but for the moment it looks like Martin van Wyk is there running a net P4.
I'll see what Cheslet does on his pit stop. His previous pit stop was a long one, he changed tyres on a previous stop. So he'll just do a splash and dash, which can mean he can come out within 40 seconds, which will leave him a 13-second gap.
As we speak, he's diving into pit lane now. Let's hope the pit crew is ready with the jerry cans. Oof, a little bit of a quick moment there into pit lane. Let's hope he didn't miss the pit limit, the speed there. Goliatham only coming out of the mountain now. He's got Ferrara on the back of him, very close on the back of him. And Lexus dives to the inside
making
now.
a move into the chicane.
Getting real close here with Steenkamp with blue flags there. Steenkamp just decides to hit the brakes, let these guys go. Just let coming out of pit lane. With a comfortable 19
gap.
seconds on the lead at the moment. Ferrara running in P2. Goliatham P3. Sean Rudolph coming into pit lane now. Martin van Wyk is going to move up to 4th place. Michael Berg is coming around the final corner as well, going to take the position away there from Sean Rudolph. Some good battles between Sean Rudolph and Michael Berg also the last few races. Jock Kriel running in P7 at the moment. Francois Heinz is having a bit of a tough race, getting lapped by Michael Berg. Currently sitting at the back of him.
Michael lost that close gap to Martin. Martin has extended to a 10-second gap to Michael.
Yeah, we've got Lucas Hubert fighting out with Kevin Packery. Packery making a defensive move coming into the mountain, with Hubert very much wants that position. That curb there at the top of the hill, Martin, is a very deadly one.
Coming in at full pace there. It's the only battle left on track for position.
The closest battle at the moment is Jade Pluto with Donovan Lear, which was 0.1 seconds. It's been like
Yes,
that for the
they're
last 20
standing
laps, and
stationary in the pit.
been like that for the last 20 laps, and they just can't get past each other.
Only half the car's length between them. The pit lane.
Unfortunate for those two guys tonight. I mean, they came in strong, especially Donovan having a great start there, gaining a lot of positions. But the mountain didn't treat him the best tonight. Martin van
Ferreira's
Wyk.
not in gold, Ulrich. Ferreira is in silver, but he's not competing for championship points, so we expect him to pull off before the end of the race to let the championship contenders pull into their positions at the finish.
Wade Ferreira, definitely a very, very fast driver. Expecting him to move up to Pro-Am or Pro next season to go and compete there with a few faster guys on that side. Martin
He's about 2 seconds faster on his fastest lap to the fastest next driver on track.
Martin van Wyk spraying some doom into the airbox of that Godzilla of his. Definitely got a little bit of extra power there. Starting to close the gap to Leitham. It's down to 3.2 seconds. But he needs to push a little bit harder, and he has 4.5 minutes left to get close enough to get that position taken away. Now the Hubert and Bakary get a lap car ahead of them. That puts Hubert on the back of Bakary. Now let's see who's quicker. Both running BMW powered engines, so gonna be quite a drag race to the end here. Is he gonna go for a dive? Looks to the outside. Tries the inside. No line going through there.
But Wayne Ferreira.
Ooh,
joining
we've got
them now.
Bakary off track.
Pressure on Bakary. Oh, and it's all.
Bakary just missing his braking marker there by a few meters and just goes off track, and as soon as you hit the grass it gets like a magnet pulling you to the wall. Ferreira giving a wave there, saying thank you for letting me by there.
Ulrich saying Wayne is in gold. We've got him on silver on the registration. So let's see if he ducks out before the end of the race. Wayne was up for a P1 last week before he ducked out.
Jonathan just like having a smile tonight. He's been running P1 for very, very long. Kept his side clean, bringing that Aston home.
Well, he qualified first on grid and he's finishing this race in first place.
There's about 2 laps left to bring it home.
Caden Scott driving his car sideways in the downhill mountain section. Just
Gap
2 more laps, guys.
down to 2.6 seconds between Van Wyk and Leitham, but now Van Wyk is getting at the back here of Bakary. That's going to be a bit of a problem for him, because he's going to lose a lot of speed there, because Bakary definitely has a bit of damage on that BMW. Jumping out of the way now for Van Wyk to come past. But already lost almost a second there again. The leader is on the final lap now, Marco. Gonna jump on board with Jonathan Chestlet here for his victory lap. I think it's the first of the season that he's gonna be bringing it home in P1.
He's flirted with P1 quite a couple times so far this season, but tonight everything came together and it was done a very good race, kept it clean, and Ulrich that was giving him stick fell out, unfortunately, due to incidents.
Yeah, never good to let somebody fall out due to incident, but that's how racing goes. Sometimes you have it or the good luck on your side, sometimes you don't. So racing is all about skill and speed, but also a little bit of luck is needed sometimes. So as being our race leader here, as he's starting to do his descent here on the mountain, going to be very happy, very cheerful as soon as he gets to that final corner coming around it. He's going to get to the main, to the winning line, and going to be very, very excited. But yeah, he's got a few more corners left to go past. So yeah, it's not over until it's over.
Sean Rudolph has run a very good race, gained 9 positions from the starting position of 15th, running in 6th to the India in that Mustang. So he's had a very good race. And then Wayne Ferreira is up 21 positions from where he started at the back of the grid. Let's see if he finishes the race in this position or if he's going to stop the scar like last week.
As Jonathan Chisler starting to come through the last corners now. Can actually start seeing this smile forming through the helmet there. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of fans that's going to be cheering for him. A lot of hard work came into Bathurst. Wow, and he crosses the line in P1. What a great race there from Chisler. Focusing on Wayne Ferreira here at 2nd place. Gonna cross the line tonight in 2nd.
Very good race from him from the back of the grid, 21 positions up.
Got Mr. Velaitham coming around now in P3. What a great race from him, following his Martin van Wyk in P4, giving him a flash, saying what a good race, we survived the mountain. Michael Bergen is going to come out in P5. Sean Rudolph is going to be bringing it home in P6. Jock Krill is coming home in P7. Then 8th we've got Kevin Packer in 9th. Lucas Hubert. Ulrich de Jager bringing it home in P10. Unfortunate for him there with the incidents. Mr. Herbs P11. Caden Scott P12. Mr. Prim currently P14. Unfortunately, Mark, we're going to need to catch the results quickly. As the guys are starting to go out, they're falling off.
Replay the results.
Do you mind running through it for us, please?
Yeah, so for gold division, we've got Jonathan Chisler, then Velaitham, and Wayne Ferreira was in there. It's not on the final results. Let's double check to the India. Won't finish until the final cars across the line.
No, what an exciting race this was. I mean, the 80 minutes flew by. A lot of action out on track, not with some of the best battles we saw, but definitely some of the coolest laps and some of the most unfortunate incidents tonight.
Yeah, it's not good to have your car facing the wrong way on the mountain section here at Bathurst. A couple of drivers falling into that unfortunate position. But the drivers has taken it all the way to the end and they've done exceptionally well. Let me just see the final point standings or race results. Just go back to replay again. It's running through the end of race sequence here on my side. Okay, so final results is in, Jacques. So we've got Jonathan Chisler in first place. Had a very good and clean race with no incidents. Was battling out with Ulrich de Jager earlier in the race. Ulrich succumbing to some severe incidents. We've got Wayne Ferreira in second place. Not sure if it's in gold or silver class. Then we've got Jeremiah Velaitham, Martin van Wyk, Michael Berg, Sean Rudolph, Jacques Krill, first place in silver class. Kevin Packery, Lucas Joubert, Ulrich de Jager, Vic Herbst, Caden Scott, Francois Heinz, Alvin Prim, Rian Potgieter, Dani Stenkamp, Rick Thomas, Jacobus van der Walt, Leon Swan, Erstols, Mr. Erwin, P21, Sean Berg, P22. His race came a bit undone towards the end. And then Ervan Efer, Negrini, Leher, and Kuta finishing out the field. So very interesting and very good race. Looking forward to the final results, see how it affects the championship. And we'll see what the gap is for Mr. Quinner to make up in the last two races.
Yeah, and with Ulrich de Jager having that incident tonight with those other cars, he's definitely going to hurt his championship. So Mr. Quinner missing out tonight. He's not going to be losing too much points out to Mr. de Jager. So yeah, it's going to be a battle to the end, yeah. But yeah, we need to catch a plane to the next destination, Marco.
Yeah, next destination is Watkins, Glen, all the way up in the US. I think we'll fly around eastwards towards the US from here. And then final race back at home in Johannesburg, Kyalami in 2 weeks' time.
I think we should actually make a pit stop in South Africa again, just to get some fresh clothes and everything like that. Just give the family a hug and then go all the way back to the USA.
Pick up some biltong and brandewijn before we go to Watkins, Glen.
Let's go, Marco, let's go. But it's been amazing again. Thanks for everybody there in the virtual grandstand. Thanks for having you here again with me in the commentary box, Marco. And have a great night, everybody.
Lots of fun. Thanks, guys. See you guys next week at Watkins, Glen.
Cheers, we out.